He accepts. Samoa Joe gets his answer tonight on AEW Collision for All Out at Wembley Stadium next Sunday. 8 days, maybe 7 days, maybe a week away from depending where you are. But Samoa Joe finally gets his answer for his challenge he laid out to CM Punk. Hey guys, AW here in War, presenting you Lady SmackDown, my sports and wrestling channel. This is the channel for wrestling and sports fans. Please subscribe if you're new, like, share, and comment below. But let's get right into this AW Collisions review for August 19th, 2023. This is it. CM Punk accepts. So, we finally got our answer with CM Punk and Samoa Joe laying down the challenge. Samoa Joe opens up the show. Was gonna apparently wrestle this guy in a golden attire with a mask, but that guy attacked Samoa Joe as he's getting to the ring. All of a sudden, he knees a surprise attack. He knees Samoa Joe in the turnbuckle as his back was laying in the turnbuckle, and it, with the high knee, it then gives him a go to sleep, the GTS, and then it's pretty much figured out with CM Punk. Takes off the mask, reveals himself to be a CM Punk. Is in my thumbnail will show once it's uploaded. And he just takes the mic, says 3 simple words: I accept, BITCH. That's what he said. And so it's official. CM Punk has accepted Samoa Joe's challenge for next week at Wembley Stadium. All out. All right, let's go to the next part. Now, the next segments featured the Bullet Club Gold. As you know, Juice Robinson, Takasha, and Jay White are going to face Omega, Hangman Page, and Kota Ibushi at All Out in Wembley next week. So, in this match, Jay White had a match against Dalton Castle, more famously known from Ring of Honor ROH, right? He comes up with his boys, and this match actually was pretty decent. It was pretty good. Pretty good match between the two. Obviously, Don Castle there's no way he was going to get the win. So he gets the win. He gets the win here. So he was about to get interviewed. Jay White is going to get interviewed, right? The rest of the Bullet Club Go gets interviewed. And Juice Robinson and the Gun Club, basically, one of the Gun Brothers, they're fired up. They want to wrestle. They want to wrestle tonight. And so him and his brother and Juice basically called out whichever was to face them tonight. And so the Iron Savages, whatever, big, meaty, big guys, don't know much about them. I seen them a little bit on the Young Bucks, the Elite show, the BTE, but I don't know what's called. I don't know, whatever it's called. See them a little bit, so I a little bit know about them. You know what? They're big. They're not bad. Jay White was on commentary for this match with Kevin Kelly and Nigel McGuinness. It's pretty funny. This match, don't know much about them, but I see the potential in this young team. Obviously, they're not going to get the win over the Gun Club, and the Gun Club gets the win here. So overall, the Gun Club in the 2 matches get the win. Jay White against Don Castle, and eventually the Gun Club. The Guns and Juice Robinson over Iron Savages, are they called? Yeah, so yeah. There's a couple vignettes and stuff, right? I don't know much about this this vignette when they go back to Mexico. I don't know what that's one about. Maybe it's something to do with Roosh and Andrade, maybe. I don't know much about it. They do a vignette of recapping the Acclaim and Billy Gunn against House of Black. It looks like House of Black whispered something to Billy Gunn, and that's what forced him to retire in the middle of the ring about a month ago. And it looks like the House of Black and Acclaim are setting up to something based on Dynamite. There's 3 members of House of Black, male members, and 2 Acclaim. What's happening with Billy Gunn? Is he really retired or not? I don't think so. I think that's not real at all. I think you guys agree with me. I think Billy Gunn is not really retired. It's a storyline thing. And I think he'll sometimes rejoin the Acclaim to take on House of Black, and they're going to go for the trio titles. That's what I think. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, then we got a backstage segment with Ricky Starks. He's just suspended, technically not 30 days, 28 days, and he says he spent half of those days, so 14 days. And now he's a manager, right? And now he's and his first manager client is, well, Big Bill, formerly known as Colin Cassidy from Colin Cassidy, right? From WWE, back with Enzo. And Big Bill, huge guy, looks good, great shape. And he had a match with some jobber, I guess, and he kicked his ass. Literally kicked his ass. And after the quick match with Cassidy, no, Big Bill, sorry. Ricky Starks, with the belt that he whipped Ricky Steamboat with 2 weeks ago. He told Colin Cassidy to hold him down, and then he hold him down, and with the belt, Ricky Starks. Okay. That was great. Also, then we got Nightingale versus Diamante. Diamante has formed an alliance with Mercedes Martinez, to go after the AEW Women's TBS champion, Christina, and her partnership with Nightingale. And this match is fun. I know I know the women's division has been taking a lot of hits lately, and I know we always wanted to be better, and especially in AEW. But this match was actually pretty fun. I think it's a pretty fun match between the two, Diamante and Willie Nightingale. Mercedes Martinez got involved. Obviously, well, she came down mid-match. Right? To distract Nightingale, to give Diamante the advantage. But in the end, that backfired. Chris Stanley came down to help out Nightingale, take out Mercedes Martinez. Nightingale finishes Diamante with her finishing move, and she gets to 1, 2, 3. Mercedes Martinez takes a beating Diamante, climbs up the ramp, says, "This ain't over, yelling at the tutor, "This is not over." Okay. Now I'll probably miss some stuff here. Then we got Hobbs versus a jobber. And Hobbs is going to face Miro, right? Miro, that's what the plan is, right? Face Miro. Hobbs has destroyed this jobber. And after with the win, after the spinebuster, he mocked Miro by putting the clutch on this jobber guy. On this jobber, by just mocking, trying to get Miro's attention. Now, Miro wasn't there, but there was obviously a planned video for that segment, and you saw Miro on the Jumbotron saying, "Yeah, he him. He doesn't believe in the God anymore. He's still the Redeemer." He's like, you're gonna. I'll just briefly say, Hobbs, I follow the book. I don't follow the book. Let me know where, whatever. And he basically said, "You're gonna fall to your God, me." He's basically saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna be your God," and they're gonna have that match, something like that. And I think it's going to be a great match. I think when I do preview predictions for that pay-per-view for All Out in Wembley, we're going to go over it. No, not everything is, we got some matches named for All Out and All In. I don't have everything on me. Later in my streams, I'll talk about those preview predictions, and maybe on my It's All About Wrestling. Now, the main event is Darby Allin versus Kristen, right? But we're not going to get to that yet. We're going to get to... We're going to get to a little thing. Tony Storm is backstage once again with Lexi Noor, is that her name? And she has that hairstyle. She's becoming lately, she's lost the title. She's a little bit lost her mind, disheveled a little bit, and her different hairstyles, different looks, And, she's just out there. And, she's going to be involved in the Fatal 4-Way match with Sheeta, the champion, Paige, Social Outcast member, and Britt Baker. Now, before we get into the main event, Darby Allin versus Kristen, who Darby Allin's going to face Luchasaurus / Kristen, I guess Luchasaurus at All In, not All In, the one in Chicago for the TNT title. That's down the line. They did a little history, how like when AR Fox and Swerve Strickland crashed Nick Reigns and him training, and they really messed him up. Something like this. AR Fox is a trainer himself. He has his own wrestling school, and Darby Allin and Sting decided to crash his little party, his little school. And you see he does his coffin drop, and Sting, Sting attacks him behind. Yeah. And so, and Sting and Darby are going to face AR Fox, and sort of sticking in all out. Now they get to the main event, Christian versus Darby. I'm going as fast as I can. I'm not going details for matches. I don't want to do long stuff. Otherwise, if I go in more detail, this is going to be a long ass video, and I don't want to do long ass videos. But let's go into this. Yeah, I like this match. Actually, it's a pretty solid main event. I guess Christian doing the spear at the end is an homage to Edge from last night. Obviously, I bet you definitely watched SmackDown. Christian's best friends with Edge. They're like brothers. They're from the same city. And so I guarantee it's some he managed to watch SmackDown. But this match was good. Luchasaurus in his corner, the real TNT champion, right? He's the real TNT champion, right? Not Christian Cage. And this match was fun. I really did like this match, though. There's some cool spots. Now, what's interesting to me was that Christian sitting on the cage, on the chair, on the steel chair, and Darby. Darby's suicidal, man. He's crazy with this. He's willing to kill, destroy his body for our amusement. He really drop kicked Christian off the chair. He was going to go for a coffin drop on Christian when Christian was hanging on the edge of the ring, but Luchasaurus pulled Christian out, right? And Darby's back landed, and that's like the worst possible spot you could land a move on. And that the referee kicked out Luchasaurus. But in the end, Darby gets the win here with a pin. Not a finish. He didn't finish him off with a finisher. He got him a pin. It's not a roll up. I don't know. It's not even a cradle. I don't know what you call it. And as Darby is about to be interviewed, Luchasaurus comes back, distracts him, and then Christian attacks Darby, right? And he gets the referee in Tony Schiavone, and Christian manages to put himself over to pin Christian, and he forces Tony Schiavone to count to 3. And there we go. That's Collision. There is a Collision next week. So things that got solved today: Punk accepts Samoa Joe's challenge, and yes. So we're 8 days away from All Out in Wembley Stadium. I'm looking forward to it, guys. Remember, it's early. If you're in the East Coast, guys, it's early, guys. Remember, it's early in the afternoon. Take care, guys. That AWO and word out. Share, like, and subscribe. Thank you, guys.